Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fenworks Week 1 for the League of Legends broadcast here on Wednesday.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fenworks. I'm wondering if the audio is okay. And we are transitioning away. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fenworks Week 1 League of Legends broadcast. I am here with Skeptor. We had a wonderful intern by the name of Star that unfortunately will be joining us next week. So, we like to keep you on your toes for what's happening. But for now, we got Skepticon repping the right-hand side of the screen with me.
Had some headset difficulties. That's okay. We'll get it figured out and sorted out so she can be here next week for you guys. But you are now graced with the Holy League of Legends Meister himself. It is I, one of the grimiest League of Legends players of all time. I don't know. My history speaks for itself. My LAN titles. I've racked up many trophies over the years. Nothing else more needs to be said than that. I've claimed many trophies. That's all that needs to be said, right, Fever?
I wonder if your Q, W, and E keys are...
Dude, they're mashed.
I was going to say, if they're a little bit faded from the rest of the board.
Well, Valorant hasn't helped with that, too, because, Q's one of your main abilities, and then I also use E for, my diffuse and, pickup.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
It's cooked. It's cooked, is what you're saying.
Dude, League's great. I'm happy to be here, man. We have League of Hippos taking on WF United JV LOL.
Yeah, this is an in-house...
Ooh,
1v1.
yeah, because we have same squad. Same
West
logo,
Fargo
at least.
Is doing a mirror match, so that'll be fun to see. Right?
Top Dog's taking on your JV squadron.
Right. It's always very fun.
All right.
We do have draft coming up for us here as we see... Ooh, who was just that?
That's Yone.
Okay.
Getting taken out, brother of Yasuo. So... I think we have main squad on the left because they're the League of Hippos and everybody has Hippo in the name.
Correct.
How did I figure that one out? I don't know. I must be Sherlock Holmes.
Hippo.
Yeah. I don't know how I came to that
conclusion. This is awesome.
But they got the team synergy. So we have Gnosis and Zed getting banned out on blue side by the Hippos. Alawi, Amumu, and Mordekaiser getting taken out for the red side.
Okay.
So 2 top lane target bans and a jungler for the JV team, 2 top lane bans and a mid laner for the varsity team, and somebody left the queue.
That's unfortunate. That happens to the best.
And it's back on us.
Yeah.
All right. So when someone exits champ select, it just auto brings you back to that custom lobby screen in League of Legends.
I see.
Client is ancient, like myself.
Because when this game came out, 2010?
Bro. No, this game early launched in early 2000s. This is season 15 or 16 or something of League of Legends. Something nuts. I think this is season 15. I started playing at close to the end of season 4. So I have over basically 10 seasons / a decade on the game, it feels like at this point. I mean, my knowledge and brain for this game, it's kind of gross how much I know.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
What's Amumu's Q?
It's called Bandage Toss.
Dude.
That's an easy one, though. That's his signature ability, because that's the one that pulls him in. Okay, we got Nocturne ultimated for a second there. The whole screen, it was darkness, and we couldn't see anything, but we're back.
I like that. See, that was a joke I actually got. I appreciate it.
I can't... Yeah, sometimes it's hard, on the spot, but, when I'm watching them, it'll always come to me. Maybe I won't be able to get them off rip, but it usually circles around track. There's a lot of champions, man.
Yeah, what, 179?
Wait a second! Whoa! They just swapped their pick. Oh, that's why they quit. I get it now. They locked in Garen. They instantly left the queue because they meant to lock in Malphite. Oh, and speaking of Nocturne, he just got locked in.
Go. And we got
Singed
Timo on deck as well.
Nocturne. Oh, Lord. Captain Timo on duty. You love that, don't you?
I do love him. I want a plush of him, personally.
Timo's goated, man. He's an all-time League Classic champion. You should get a Timo hat, actually. They have those Timo hats on sale at the Riot store.
Maybe I should just get, a Jinx crop top. They're just, one of her mines.
You got the blue hair. I think we leave it at that.
The rocket launcher,
the Gwen band coming out. Yeah, that would be better. Fishbones.
Rocket launcher with.
I think that's what her
in the background. Hang on.
Her cue's called Fishbones. Mm-hmm. At least the rocket part. I can't remember what the gun, the machine gun's called.
In the game, it's an actual bear trap, but in Arcane, it's a grenade. What's up?
Well, those in the game, they're called chompers, I think.
Right.
It's just different. She's just learning because that's early on origin story of Jinx in Arcane, right?
Sure.
She starts out as powder. Dude, we're not even talking about the draft.
We do got
Caitlyn and
Arcane, we
Sivir
do
locked
got
in.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn did get locked in. Yes. Singed is also in Arcane.
Oh,
He's the guy who creates.
Brum.
He's the guy who creates Warwick. Yeah, Brom's a beast. One of the all-time GOAT supports. From Freljord.
I have some good old memories of you locking in Brum.
Are you serious?
I think so. At least one time.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think I did play Brom with you when I supported you bot lane and you were playing Jinx. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's a champ I would play. So we have a lot of AP/magic damage on the side of League of Hippos. 4 out of 5 champions on their team dealing magic damage. So it's going to allow Singe, Swain, and Brom to all really stack MR, magic resist. I'll say the abbreviations and then I can say the real meaning of it, just so you understand too. Well, you know, of course,
I do
for
know,
the viewers.
but for the people at home, you know.
Yeah, for the people at home, MR, magic resist. Oh, I'm gonna get caught retying the bandana. It's over for me. I can't stop though. I have to commit. Fever, take the mic.
Yeah, I'm saluting you. I'm saluting you. It's okay.
Take the reins. It's okay.
It's okay. But you know what? We got some amazing picks. Like Skep was saying, magic resistance not
A
gonna
lot
be a
of
whole
AP
lot.
though. No, a lot of AP. So that's kind of like that's technically like a bad drafting thing. Like it's not the end of all, right? But for the League of Hippos, predominantly magic damage means that the squad of JV side will just be able to stack MR, right? Be able to probably build Mercurial Treads, which are your magic resistant boots, which also give you tenacity, which means you get stunned for less time, which is it's like one of the best like stats you can get in the game. There's only like a couple things that provide tenacity in the game. You can put it on one of your runes, which gives you like, I think it's like a flat 10% tenacity, or you can use the boots, which I think give you 25% tenacity overall, which is pretty nasty. It makes the CC crowd control, stuns, roots.
I do know those.
Yeah, hard CC, last less, right? So you can kind of get out of things, get out of bad situations a little bit quicker.
For sure.
And then for the other side,
a little bit more.
Yeah, for the other side, we saw Swain, we saw Singed, we saw Nocturne, we saw Sivir, and then we saw Braum. So you have really good team fight with everybody that, I mean, basically all those champs have really good team fights. Singed is going to provide pretty good front line along with the Swain and the Braum. So, like, the JV has drafted themselves a pretty good composition going into it, knowing that they're playing against their varsity counterpart. I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup because everybody knows each other. You know, bragging rights are on the line, and it should be a fun matchup. So I'm excited to see how it goes. It's best of 3? That's factual, Captain?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
That's factual.
Alrighty. We are in the
sure.
grinder now. I mean,
Can we get a double check on that?
I was not aware of that. That's dope.
Can we get a check on Ruski?
BO3. Huh.
I'm pretty sure.
Good. We have good Anakin. All right, sorry. That was a little
No, it's okay. Okay.
too
You
much
wanna hear a
palpitating.
stitch?
Sure, you can do a stitch.
There
Okay.
you go. See, it's not
Okay.
bad.
It's not bad.
I got a couple gremlins in me.
It makes sense. That is the exact word I was about to use. I was going to say it makes sense that your best mimic or, impersonation is a literal gremlin. Yeah.
The blue
that's too
gremlin.
good.
Go
Yeah.
figure. Truly.
Who would have guessed it? Not me. Not
Maybe
me.
I can do a couple like this for the ears,
No,
you know?
you don't have to do that. You're good. We can already see it. We can imagine it. Leave it to the viewers.
Oh, I see. I mean,
Dude,
you got
okay.
the bandana going on. You can maybe be, I don't know, Zoro?
I'm
that
like-
your go-to?
I mean, Zoro's pretty Giga Chad, man. I don't know. I don't know if I have the training in me yet, though. I haven't been hitting the gym enough to call myself Zoro, right?
That's
Like,
true.
there's not enough.
Can you fight
bulk.
with a sword in your mouth?
I'm pretty good at like speaking, right? Like I'm considered a yapper. Some people
That
might say.
that is your job description. Yeah, I've read
Yeah,
that.
some people might say. Not
I've
who
read the
knows?
doc. Yeah.
I think I could be handy with a knife or something, a blade, if all came to worse, right? And I wasn't able to use my arms or something. I know that's his style though, the 3-sword fight style.
I feel like
He's
that's a
the
lot
master.
of neck tension.
Dude, he's gotta be like sore come to it, right? Like he gets bloodied up a lot. Okay, for all of you who don't know, we're going down the nerd trail fever. This is the problem when you and I cast. Like, we have the same knowledge pool, so we can just talk about things. But we got to remember we're on task here. And the viewers might not be One Piece fans like that. Actually, bro, hold up.
We're all aboard the Thousand Sunny here, going towards
Let's
Vinland.
see if this registers. You know who that is right
there? Oh, there we go. There you go.
You like that? Fever called it.
Dude, right, we got game. Okay, let's go to game.
Let's go to game. I mean,
I'm all about it.
What's the hold up?
There we go.
I mean, we were waiting to go in the game. I don't know, Fever. I don't think that one was on us.
No, I think we're always ready. Always locked in.
Always on task is what they say about our game.
No way we're going to be able to get one here. Yeah, I was going to say no back off.
We're under turret. We're okay right now. They're spotted on vision. Pretty default stack here. So, I think this is a best of 3. I mean, we didn't get told otherwise, so I'm guessing it's...
I'm down.
Yeah, you don't have anything planned? What about the pizza party later?
Dude, pizza party's been canceled, I fear.
Sign of the times, the weather?
Yeah, I mean, it's that time of year. Everyone's at home. Everyone's stuck within their own shacks. Papa John ain't coming to the party. That's all I'm going to say. Papa John's out here with Mama John.
Okay, Sivers face checking the bush immediately into the Taric stun, and it's a flash barrier burned instantaneously. So, 80 carry already down both stuns on the JV side of things. That is not the start you want to look for.
Absolutely not. I mean, you're already down quite a bit from that.
Very vulnerable now on the bot side. Caitlyn has
top side's not looking that bad, though.
Well, we are...
Something might be a brew in here.
We are very early stages. Singe doesn't duel too much early on. He kind of wants to farm up slowly. He's kind of a scaling champ. He's more annoying, if anything.
Kind of like a mosquito, if you will.
Kind of, yeah. He drops that poison and he just runs around, and you just slowly burn if you stand in the poison. I can take a guess. His Q might be called Toxic Fumes. I don't know. I could be
fact check you on that.
Completely pulling that one out, though. I have no actual knowledge. Like, that's just me guessing.
Poison Trail.
Okay, Poison Trail. Toxic Fumes, yeah. Poison Trail. Pretty close,
yeah,
right?
I was going to say, I'll give you that one, honestly.
Poison Trail. Poison Trail makes more sense, though. I think I should have known that.
You'll never guess the alt, though.
I actually should know that one, too. It's a funky name. Right?
Insanity Poison. Okay, or Insanity Potion.
Insanity Potion. I think they changed that name. I think it used to be named something different.
I know the passive is Noxious Slipstream.
Yeah, he gets like a move speed buff when he runs past allies.
Right. Or
the first time running past that enemy for a little bit. Taric's been doing pretty good with these stuns down in the bot lane. Sivir forced to play back. I was going to say, Caitlyn has the longest auto attack range for 80 carries with that big caliber rifle she carries. So kind of automatically establishing lane pressure / dominance. Sivir's a pretty good pick into Caitlyn because your spell shield does allow you to kind of always be able to block Caitlyn's ultimate if she ever puts the scopes in on you. Nocturne pulling up towards bot side of the map here. We do have a ward in the river, so should be able to avoid any kind of serious harm. Singed is very low under topside tower at the moment. Technically diveable. Not a lot of CC to play off of, but that low HP only would take a couple abilities for him to go down. Teemo opting to clear back towards his bottom side of the map. So jungler is now approaching the same side of the map here. We could be on the verge of seeing a skirmish in bot side. Nocturne's looking to make a play right now, and Teemo's close by in the river. They're going to spot Nocturne on a ward if he commits.
Tides could be changing here.
Teemo hovering close by, though, for a counter gank opportunity. Malphite has Singed very low in the top side. Forced to leave. Teemo going to spot Nocturne for half a second there.
Oh, Teemo getting caught here.
Taric is close by, though. Ooh, the flash stun! I respect him going for it. Not quite going to land.
He definitely sent the name, though.
Yep. It's about like establishing dominance, right? He's like letting him know I'm willing to pull the trigger on this.
Especially early game, right?
You would have liked to land it, of course, but it was a zoning ability there for sure. Right. Okay, Nocturne wrapping back around now. Might have his sights set towards Dragon. I'm not sure if we have any vision from blue side, but Teemo looks like he's coming back towards his Raptors. Nocturne, not going to think about it. Bot lane doesn't have any pressure, so it would kind of be a Sui mission if he tried to go for that dragon right now. Mid lane's at a bit of a stalemate. So just going to opt to continue to clear the jungle. Good ward clear for Teemo.
Very nice. Skirmishing happened here. Not too much commitment here in bot lane right now. Pushing up a little bit, actually. Okay. Was that Miss W?
That was Winter's Bite, or Brahm's Q.
Q.
His W is he jumps to a teammate and kind of shields them.
Right. The human shield.
His E's when the door goes big. Big mode blocks everything.
Right.
Ooh, Nocturne in trouble. Walking a little far forward. Teemo close by. Insta flash out. Spell shield active. He should get away to safety for now. After the expended flash. But right now, JV team has been kind of the ones that are getting pressured. Varsity team. Oh, Malphite. Unstoppable force in. First blood found. It's a solo bolo in the top lane. Found by the Malphite. Well
Showing
played
the
by the
JV
Rock.
who's boss.
You have
Putting
to.
him into place. You're going to get
Especially
first
in
Drake
top
here
lane.
as well.
Well played.
There you go. There's that
Dragon.
Cloud Drake.
First blood found with the Teemo jungle. So, interesting pick.
Yeah, explain that to me.
I mean, you don't see it every day. Like, it can work. It struggles in the early game with your clearing, but kind of once you get your shrooms, all the AoE camps can die pretty quickly. Your shrooms do fat AoE damage, and you can kind of burn the
Interesting.
camps quickly. So, like, it speeds up and it scales up and gets better as it goes, but, I mean, you just don't provide any CC. Like, sometimes your jungler, you kind of want him to be able to stun the target or you know, root the target or something along those lines to make it easier to kill him. He just will run at you and shoot you. So it's like, you know, it's okay, but I don't know. There's better alternative options. But we'll see
Sure.
how he pilots it. So far, it's been so good. Gonna find the first scrub. Singe dropping a ward on it. Will hop off the camp for the time being. Decides to re-aggro. Nocturne showing up now. Teemo getting a little bit greedy on this one. Gonna get flung back in.
Ooh, okay.
Nocturne doesn't commit to the push, though. So now it's a 1v2.
Still alive.
Potentially in the bot lane. Braum walking a little far forward.
Caitlyn
Caitlyn
doing
starting
some
to pump
massive damage here.
Ultimate down. Braum hitting the deck. Blue side taking full advantage in the varsity squad. Reigning supreme for the time being. It's a 3-0 lead right now, the way the varsity squad. And Grub's going to be claimed as well.
Things are not looking great for JV right now, but there's still a lot of time for it to ramp up in their favor. Dude, Singed is bullying top lane right now. Other way around, rather. Yep. Okay, a little bit of action here in back bottom lane. Not gonna mean too much. Caitlyn from afar.
Yeah, lots of pressure coming in from the varsity side bot lane.
Okay.
Getting good tower damage. I mean, Caitlyn and
Right.
Tarek have been on the forefront here, pressuring nonstop.
They're just not
Like
letting
a
them
4-0
breathe.
kill lead right now.
Wait, where'd the fourth one come from? Was that top lane?
I think it's at 4. I can't actually tell.
No, it is 4. It is 4. I just don't know where that came from.
I don't know if we caught it.
It's all good. Bot lane getting some very nice tower damage right now. As it becomes a 2v1. We don't want to commit too much.
Good chip damage onto the Braum, keeping him low. Caitlyn just
Good
farming
retreat.
up.
Channeling back to base. Wanted to go to the shop, see what we got here. Teemo being the sassy little jungler. Caitlyn can't do too much here. We're going to have to wait.
Yeah, they've almost taken, I think, 2 or 3 plates so far in the bot side of the map, though. So lots of gold being generated from the AD carry and support. CS lead as well, up about 40 creeps. So that's helping as well.
Okay, pretty good damage on top lane here for JV. But when you look all the way around the Summoner's Rift here, it's not looking too great for them. Singe needing to back up. We're already at half health. Oh no! Hippo Pug showing him who's boss once again here in mid lane as well. Oh lord.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on right now, brother. It's an absolute grinder.
We got a double
Double
kill
kill for Teemo. Malphite getting some serious damage down on the top side of the map now. But right now, it is all the varsity squad.
Okay.
So it's still just consistent pressure. I mean, we're seeing here from the bot side of the map. Caitlyn and Tarek doing a great job here.
Was it a 5-0 lead?
It's more than that,
thinking...
bro. It's more than that. It's got to be 6 or 7. I think it's 7-0.
Crazy.
Because they were at 4 and they at least got a double kill in mid. I think they got a 3rd kill as well. I think it's 7-0.
Oh my goodness.
All right, big engage. Galio ultimate coming through. Lots of low HP bars on the JV squad, and now forced to run for the hills, trying to retreat back to their tower. Singe getting chased down by the Malphite. Big HP advantage in the top side of the map. Caitlyn going to take down the Swain. So
Singe getting out of there, though.
Yep. Will survive for the time being, but, I mean, it's kind of just a bandage on an open wound at this point, Fever. Varsity squad making headway through this game number 1 of this one.
For sure. I mean, if my eyes don't deceive me, I believe that's a pretty nice gold lead as well.
Oh, yeah.
The exact numbers, who's to say, really?
We're looking at hieroglyphics at the moment, my friend.
Oh, wow.
That's what...
The moon runes, even.
Yeah. You're getting flashbacks now, buddy. The moon haunts you! What does he say?
Dude,
Is that
what
he
a
says?
good game. What a good
Is that what
game.
he says?
Yeah,
The
he
moon
says,
haunts
the
you?
moon haunts you!
Yeah, okay. Alright. I haven't even played it that much, and I got that one down at least.
Yeah.
I see everybody complaining about it on Twitter.
Same.
Oh, Malphite!
Oh,
Finding
no!
a
You
baby
can't get
boy
caught like
Nocturne.
that!
Flash out. Oh, freezing up. Tries to get the Terrify off. Malphite not going to have any further gap closers. So Nocturne will survive for the time being. But man, oh man, this Malphite's everywhere.
A menace as JV is pushing up on bot lane right now. Caitlyn holding down the fort pretty strong right
Dude,
now, though.
These new Noxus towers are so bunk. I absolutely can't stand them. They're terrible. They're actually
You don't like
terrible. Nah, dude. It's actually trash. League has been slowly making their game worse, bro. And I don't even care to call them out on the broadcast because it's an absolute fact. They've been making this game worse. It's the reason they're losing players.
Do you know what's a good game?
Don't say Marvel Rivals.
Back to the game. We see Caitlyn running
And,
back.
yeah, and Caitlyn
underneath
getting
bot lane.
hunted down by both JV bot lane squad members here. But Tarek's ultimate coming down. They're going to be invulnerable. Barrier popped early from Sivir. No damage was actually hitting her. So a little early on the trigger for that barrier.
Woo!
Going to be forced to fall back. 2 dragons to nothing on the side of the varsity right now. So dragon advantage, meaning those buffs staying on top. Sivir trying to recall Ignite on her head.
No
And Tarek
way!
Almost
What are
finding
you
it not
doing?
gonna happen, and it's the first blood of the game. Over to the JV squad. Brum gonna pick that one up. Tarek a little too big for his britches.
A little bit. We got some, we got a little bit blinded by blood there, I fear.
Yeah, I
Too
think
much
he
red in the
thought-
eyes.
He thought he was Warwick for a second.
Yeah, for sure.
He forgot he's Brum. Wait, no, he forgot he's Tarek. I got the champs mixed up there for a
Oh,
second.
you're good. You're good.
The glamorous Tarek. One of my brothers actually main Tarek, dude. It's like one of the only champs he played. He was one of the worst in the family. Don't tell him I said that.
Oh, don't worry. Your secret's safe from me.
All right, cool. Jokes. I love you, Holden. It's a joke. Please forgive me.
Please
Okay,
forgive my sin.
Malphite ulting
cannot be
into the
caught
top
like this.
side. Dude, you're gonna no. The thing is, you remember what that ultimate's called, right?
Hit me.
No, take a guess. I told it to you either today or yesterday. I gave you one ultimate as an example. I said Malphite's ultimate is called. I'll give you the second word.
Yeah.
Force. There's a first word though. What does he do? He dives into him. Come on, you're not gonna get it. It's unstoppable force. You're not gonna get it. I won't embarrass you. It's all good. Unstoppable force. Malphite's ultimate.
I'm sorry, Coach. I'll take more
He
notes.
dives in like head first, and anybody that gets hit by it gets knocked up into the air. It's like one of the gnarliest ultimates in the game. Most like wombo combos or big team fights you see are off the back of a Malphite ult. All right, Nocturne ulting into top side. It's a 1v3 here for the Malphite as Swain pulls up to the function as well. Sin's trying to get back in. He's low HP.
Pulled back in.
Will root up the Malphite. Flashing out. Swain follow flash, and it's too little too late. Malphite will hit the deck. Second kill claimed. But, I mean, it's off the back of another Elim found in the bot side. And now, pushing forward, this bot lane has been dominant for the varsity squad.
I mean, I don't know how you come back from this, truthfully. First bot tower is claimed. Same with top. Caitlyn doing a very nice job with that pressure.
Tarek trying to get that root in. Not going to find it. Galio with the dive into the Swain will find the taunt as well.
Okay.
Ultimate coming down. Caitlyn flanking through the back line. Nice root. Big damage going down onto the Swain. No damage going onto the Caitlyn. So this is just going to be a wash.
She is untouched. Here. Holy.
Yeah, varsity
There's one for her.
Melt.
Can she get another? Teammate picks it up.
12-2 now. The kill lead heavily in favor of the varsity squad. Playing it nicely so far.
Indeed. Varsity team doing a great job at maintaining this lead.
Good tower damage coming back towards the bottom half. Caitlyn showing up now to clear these minions.
You know, I'm going to be real. The more I look at towers, the more I think I'm agreeing with you. I think they could be prettier.
This is third dragon of the game claimed here for the varsity squad. Another ultimate, a little bit of deja vu here for Malphite. Same trio pulling up to the top side. He's going to ulti out to safety. Sivir going to pop barrier. It's not going to matter. Teemo absolutely doing devastating amounts of damage.
We finally
Sinch
get out to that part of
for
the game.
Hills. Braum getting run down. It's a 1v3. He's not long for this one. Going to be stunned up and dropped. (14-2) now, the kill lead. I mean, this Malphite is basically unkillable. He's getting out of 1v3 situations, and the other players are running for the hills. Galio now on top of the Nocturne, doing heavy amounts of damage. Nocturne will finally flash away to safety, it seems. Swain trying to get out as well. Teemo showing up, though, in the back line. Going to take care of business. It's going to be another wash. Varsity squad making mincemeat of their opposition here in game number 1.
Okay. Caitlyn picking a fight with the rest of the team here. Wait, what are they fighting? Wait, what?
That's the new neutral monster. It's brand new this season. So wherever like the most amount of death has occurred on a side of a map, this thing spawns in at the 14 marker, I believe. Its name starts with an A. It's like I don't know it all the way yet. I should know it. It's brand new though.
Okay, I was like, what am I looking at? I was trying to go through my head and search the logs, but I couldn't find anything. But what we can find is oh lord. This a final push maybe. I think that's what we're seeing, chat.
Yeah, they're running down mid right now, sieging the inhibitor tower. Should be quickly followed by an inhibitor. So I know that neutral objective, I believe it gives a 25% buff to all other neutral objective buffs. So like your Baron will be empowered, Elder Dragon will be empowered. And, like, I think its duration might last 25% longer or something like along those lines. JV Squad trying to make this hold, but first Nexus Tower will fall. Varsity Squad trying to fall back. The Hippo Gang staying together. And these are some hungry hippos, Fever.
For sure, and they just thirst for more and more.
Only one more Nexus Tower to find. Now sieging through the bottom inhibitor. It's all coming to a close shortly here for the JV Squad in game number 1. Really solid work, though, that we've been seeing here, Fever.
For sure. I mean, you definitely see the teamwork and team play that comes from both these teams. But Varsity, there may be a reason.
Well, there's always a reason.
Why they're being Varsity.
There's always a reason.
Maybe it's the Teemo pick.
The Teemo pick is not where I would put my money, but, you know, if that's where you want to go, for sure.
Every team needs a cute little mascot. Okay. Regrouping to maybe finish off, I fear.
So this will be Dragon Soul claimed by the Varsity Squad here.
Sucking the soul like a vacuum. Oh lord, there it goes.
So now they'll have a permanent Chemtech buff on the side of the Varsity.
Getting beefier and beefier by the second.
I mean, yeah, they're due for one more final push, and that's going to be it. Pushed a little bit too far out bot side. Bot lane's going to get cleaned up right here, right now. Varsity Squad is all over it. I think that's a godlike for the Teemo. Double kill found by the Teemo. Malphite's working in the top side of the map. It's all coming to an end here. Being sieged by each lane is one of the worst feelings. Nocturne popping the ultimate. They're going for the 1v2 in the top side. Malphite will knock up one for the time being, but falling very low on HP. Nice flash over the wall. Will gain some nice distance. The siege, though, coming in through the bottom and middle side of the map. It's all coming to an end. Nobody's home to defend the base. And this is going to be the Varsity Squad closing out game number 1 in a dominant fashion, Fever. Well played by League of Hippos.
An amazing job by them. Doing a great job of keeping that lead throughout the entire game. There are so many particle effects on this screen. Wait. They did not defend, did they?
Oh, no, I don't think they did. Teemo's still working.
Okay, okay.
And Caitlyn's going to clean up the last two, and that should do it.
Oh, there we go. Putting overtime for the last one here.
They're just farming KD at this point. Got to take out their buddies. Another one
Ace from
spawns
Caitlyn.
in.
Another ace. And there you have it. There is game 1.
Wowza. Pretty dominant
Amazing
showing there
job.
from the varsity squad, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they're varsity. They had amazing teamwork and amazing synergy. I loved what I saw. And what I also love is all of our collegiate sponsors. So I just want to give a big shout out to all of our wonderful collegiate sponsors that help us do what we do. So that'll be Band, SDN. I'm trying to think of off the top of my dome. Midco. There's one more. UND. UND's the last
Eastern
one.
Wyoming.
And yeah, West Eastern Wyoming as well.
But
those are all of our wonderful sponsors that help us do what we do here at Fenworks. So be
Verbero.
sure to... Oh, and Verbero, our merch sponsor. Thank you.
Yep, I got you,
bro.
bro.
Thank you. But be sure to check them out with the chat commands in the chat there over on your right side. And we will be right back after this break, ladies and gentlemen, to bring you more League of Legends action.
Life isn't one size fits all, and college shouldn't be either. The University of North Dakota is consistently ranked a best value in the Midwest. That means whatever you decide to study, you know it'll be worth it. A better job, less debt, and ready for whatever comes next. Because there's one thing we all have in common. We lead our own way.
We had an old router go out, which prevented us from sending live data to the other offices. We heard SDN might have a fix. They got our configurations, delivered a router. We were operational the next day.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, we still have 10 seconds or so. Maybe make the logo 3D and spin it fast because, you know, the network, uptime.
Nice side B. Okay. Wait, yeah, just carry him. Put him on the pain train. Smash HP. He just yoinked that game.
Not quite able to get anything done with that. Bri possibly going for a double tap off the backboard! And able to get a score off the top.
Both are very low. I think they're both 1 HP. Doesn't know where they're...
Oh! Snap! TMR for the clutch!
Coming in and actually seeing all the computers filled with kids and they have on their jerseys and they got their coaches next to them, and I see direct parallels over to football.
There's just not a lot of knowledge about gamers out there. People just don't know what they don't know.
They have to develop teamwork like any other physical game does. You don't have the teamwork, you don't win.
You take a kid who never had confidence before and you give them confidence and you can see what they can do with their lives.
another golden moment. Moments of the round. Roar dashes into his own demise, and Apple Valley are going to do it. They're going to be the first team to win 4 state titles.
Very close here. Very nice block dodge going through that. And fair! Go straight in, go wide, but Flo able to get the rebound, and Eakin has a 2-goal lead right. Ben is open and it is gone. They're still on some health. Will go in, and there you go. The Pillagers will be your Evan BL 2023 Fall State champions.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wednesday Night League of Legends broadcast here on Fenworks. I am LaFever, joined by the one, the only Skeptor, as we go into game number 2 here between these West Fargo teams, having an in-house skirmish, but it actually being the Week 1 season, so that's pretty cool. We just saw
For sure.
League of Hippos go in the varsity direction of being able to stop the JV team in the first game. We're gonna see if JV can pick up the boots, pick up the straps, and undermine the goats of the school. It seems like, or if we're gonna be seeing a clean 2-0 from them.
True test if we're going to be able to see if they can carry the boats, right? Can JV carry the boats, Fever? That's what we're about to find out. We are.
That is the question of the hour.
Hopefully, you and I are going to have a little bit better viewing experience. I think
I don't
that
know what you're talking about.
the casting might be a little bit more exquisite, right? Extravagant, perhaps. We'll have to see. I think we are in line for some solid gameplay, though, nonetheless.
For sure.
Everybody
I do feel left out,
unranked,
though.
bro.
I gotta
Why
say.
are we left out?
I do feel left out. Let me put my glasses on. I just noticed you had some nice
Dude.
shades on, so I'll join the club, you know?
Whenever I'm on the PC, the gunners are usually on. Unless, like,
I see.
sometimes if I've lost a couple Valorant games in a row, I will cope with the fact that I'm wearing these glasses and I don't have to be. And I go, dude, what am I doing to myself? I'm nerfing myself. But
That's what I do. That's what I do.
You keep them on, right? Because you got to think about it, guys. You got to have more mechanisms to cope because it's not actually your play. It's not actually that you're making mistakes in the game because that wouldn't happen, right? You're a perfect player in every way, shape, and form. So it's got to be the outside things that are factoring into the gameplay. And that's, definitely lets you sleep easier at nighttime knowing that. It's always something else, right? Like the monitor was too close today. I got to push that back a little bit or whatever it may be.
Right. I mean, for me personally, here I got a different mental side. I'll let you at it. I'll let you inside the LaFever mental.
Oh,
it's
geez,
you can only do your best, right? If your other teammates are throwing, let's see, your Adam Warlock is absolutely trolling. They should be playing Luna instead. Let's say your Hulk is absolutely brain rotted, right? They can't hit left click. I don't know why they can't, but you know what? It's okay. I'm doing the best I can do, and that's okay.
Clicking left click, bro.
And that's okay. As
Champion
we go into draft here, talking about League of Legends once more, go figure, as we see.
So we did get a sneak preview of the pro draft. So we should have a bit of inkling as to what we will be seeing on the Rift here. We will be seeing... Well, okay, I won't spoil. We'll let you guys reveal as they kind of show up.
Yeah, dude, Tony Stark hasn't died yet. Don't spoil.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. Okay, too soon. Okay, too soon. All right, Pete Downey. Best Marvel character, and it's not even close. Don't at me on Twitter. Don't at me on Discord.
That's why he's Doctor Doom now.
Yeah, I mean, how many guys get multiple characters in the same universe? Speaks for itself, right?
That is true.
I've always liked Spider-Man, though. Spider-Man's cool.
I've always liked the Andrew Garfield movies, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield movies were dope. Okay, the Garen coming in. And the Aatrox. Looking like Aatrox Jungle.
Why? Riddle me that, Batman.
Well, because he's got some CC. Like, he's not the best character, but he's not the worst. Like, I've played a decent amount of Aatrox Jungle myself. So it's definitely a playable champion. I mean, this is the same person that just locked in Teemo Jungle last game. So obviously we're opting for a little bit outside the box picks kind of thing here.
For me, that's what you need sometimes. Keep them on their toes.
Maybe. We'll have to see. I mean, we have the varsity squad, League of Hippos, over on the right side. JV squad swapping over to the blue side this time. So we'll be on opposite sides of the map. Final couple bans coming out for both teams.
Okay. More ammo, please. I actually don't think there's ammo in this game.
Corky, Sivir. The Braum now. Sticking with that same bot lane that we saw and the same mid laner on the Swain. So 3 out of 5 pieces being the exact same here for the JV squad. A lot more switching up on the side of the varsity team.
Right. I mean, you stick to what you know, right?
Sure. Especially in a game like League. Not a bad idea at all. Sticking to what you know. Complicated game. A lot of champions. A lot of required knowledge, if you will. So
For
not a
sure.
bad thought.
Dude, do you know what I'm so I got a question for you. A little bit of a off topic but on topic, you know. My mind has been thinking about new fighting games to play recently, right? And then the wonderful thing of 2XKO, right? They
Right.
blessed me with it, then they took it away.
Right.
What characters, as Mr. League of Legends yourself, who do you think would be good picks to see in that video game?
Set for sure. He's not in there yet. That would be a really good character to add. I don't know if Dr. Mundo's in there, but Dr. Mundo would be a good one.
Oh,
to
that
add in
would
there.
be fun. Dude, can we get Yumo or Yumi? Is that
No,
what her name is?
she's not a character that can be played in 2XKO.
But what if they made her one?
Dude, they just shouldn't. She can't even fight by herself in the game.
But
how's she
every
gonna,
fighting
how's
game
she
needs
gonna
a Joe
stand
character.
and fight? Dude, I think that no, she can't do it.
Every fighting
I've
game.
seen what? I've seen like Ari, Jinx, Darius, who else?
Echo,
Gragas. Yeah, I mean, you for sure can
Yeah.
add Set to that. Is I think the easiest add. Lee Sin would be a really good add. Have you seen him, the blind monk with the red?
Master
sash
Yi
over
would
his
be
face?
cool.
Master Yi would be. I mean, that's like. He's not. I don't know. He's not enough of like a standout warrior for my.
Oh,
mind.
sure.
I don't know.
We're
I mean,
looking
he
for a
could
bit more
be.
pizzazz.
Well, yeah, like Set is like, all he is. He's a pit fighter. Is what he like was a champion of. So like he's got 100% going to be in the game.
Fair. That's fair.
Who was the second champion I said originally after that?
Uh,
I said like Dr. Mundo would be
Dr.
good.
Mundo.
Yeah, he'd be good. Lee Sin would be really good.
Warwick, bro.
Warwick would be good. I feel like Warwick, I thought I saw like designs of at least what he would look like in the game. I could be
Maybe.
wrong. But Warwick would be a really good ad. Who knows,
What
man?
else is
You
there?
have a lot of options. What about the blob man, Zach?
Dude.
You know
I
about
do
that
not
guy?
want to fight a zoner
Is it
like
Brahm's
Zach.
in the game? Yeah, Brahm's in the game. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing Brahm.
Is Brahm in the video game?
Bro, I think Brahm's in the game. I'm almost positive. I saw him doing the door, doing like the Winter's Bite stuff. Like, almost can guarantee you that Brahm's in the
Oh,
game.
well, what do you know? Yes, he
That-
is.
Okay, so we only have 1 more minute left here on the spectator delay, folks. Before we get into this one, could be our final game of the night, considering it's a best of 3, and what the varsity team did showcase in that first matchup was, I mean, it was a lot, right? It
Dominant,
was an
dare I
onslaught,
say.
start to finish, and yeah, they really proved the point of them being the varsity team. So we will see if they pick up where they left off in game number 1 fever. But if I had to place a bet, I would most likely be betting on the League of Hippos at this point, just
Dare
based
I
on
say-
what game 1 showed us.
Dare I say I'm on the same page, but at the same time, I do love an underdog, and we might be seeing some analysis coming in from the JV team, and we might be able to see a little bit of a meta play of, okay, this is what they want to play as, this is what they want to lock in. Surely we might be able to kind of counterpick a little bit. Who knows, really? But we might be seeing a little bit of a in-house type, because you know how you're close with your buddies, right? You know how they're gonna play, you know how they want to position themselves and whatnot, so maybe they could use that to their advantage here in order to turn the tide statements to game number 3. But only time will tell here, as the game is slowly going into underway.
I feel like for the JV squad to find some success, I want to see some kind of, out of the box play that they go for early on in the game, right? You kind of have to force an advantage into your favor dealing with a situation like this. So we'll see what they are capable of doing. But I think we are loading into the game now. So without further ado, we will be heading into this one. Summoner's Rift, League of Hippos on the red side. It will be the JV squad on the blue side.
Great stuff.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And
As
right
get
away
things
we
started,
see
we could even try to make one of them like force flash or whatnot.
all 5 varsity players pulling up towards bottom side, immediately pushing into the bush.
Oh,
and
Lord,
gonna
we
find
can
the
start
Sivir right away. Death sentence is going to land, and that is a dead Sivir, and that is the opposite of what you want to do to start out this game, being the JV squad. Down first blood immediately. a kill found. It goes to the support, so that is kind of your only win out of it, right? Is the support gets the bonus gold, but at the end of the day, it still is a first blood going the way of the varsity squad.
Right. You can't entirely capitalize off it that well, since...
Oh my goodness! And we're double dipping in the pond. We've already committed one sin, and we went back into the well. A flash now burned from the Xin Zhao.
What was that?
Greedy going back, trying to ward his buff by himself, and it cost him his flash ability, and now has to reset, and he's going to be late to starting out his jungle clearing process. Now a major setback delivered to the JV squad. That's going to hurt the Xin Zhao a lot.
Unfortunate, was late to the bus, and now we're going to have to walk all the way back to school.
We'll see how it goes, but I mean, as far as the varsity team is concerned, as good of a start as you could ask for.
Correct. We do have an altercation arising in mid lane right here. Ooh, and top lane. Hippo giving Bick a very nice talking to right now. Silenced, but with a little bit of health, we're able to walk away. Not unscathed, though. We're going to have to put some band-aids on. Maybe even hit the B button. It's more of a key, really. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of just normal basic trading going down in the bot side of the map early on.
For sure. Like, you got the little bit of pressure, but, like, at the same time, it's early game. Doesn't mean it's not 0-1 right now in the favor of varsity.
Good hook coming out from the Thresh yet again. Bot lane on the back pedal. Ignite going down onto the Sivir, or onto the Braum rather. No follow-up damage for the time being. Corki standing very far forward, looking to put the pressure on, flashing onto the Sivir.
Okay.
And will take him down. Flash was burned earlier, knew that, and will find second kill of the game. Well played so far from the League of Hippos.
I love the use of our information gap that we had of, oh, they don't have flash, I can greet here.
Always,
Perfectly
man.
got away with it. Great hook as well. Under tower, though.
Sentence onto the Braum. One more auto could have done it. A late flash, not quite necessary, but Hippos will take that without a doubt. And now things getting difficult here. Varsity squad doing nicely. Big damage on a Cho'Gath. He got tower aggro, and he's going to go down for it as well. A 1.3k gold lead at the moment, and climbing, it seems, for the side of the varsity squad. Playing out nicely here in game number 2, Fever.
Great stuff all around for varsity right now. Keeping the lead strong. That's what we like to see.
Not too much going down in the Annie Swain matchup in mid. Aatrox just clearing through his jungle camps. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Dragon should be spawning in the next 15 seconds. So we may see both junglers start to kind of prioritize playing towards this bottom half of the map. Grubs will also be spawning in shortly after.
Yeah, looks like JV is already navigating there, trying to get the early jump, it looks like. Maybe waiting for team.
Aatrox showing up topside. Garen and
UT1.
Aatrox looking for the Cho'Gath. Flash burned early. Cho'Gath trying to get away, gets dragged back for the time being. I don't think they have the damage needed to take down the Cho'Gath quite yet.
Yeah, definitely not yet. We did put him in the blender, though. Still got a lot of damage, even silence, but still not enough.
Ooh, Thresh looking forward. Nice hook onto the Braum. Spell shield burned early. Not going to find any value. And another one picked up by the Corki. This bot lane has been doing it all for the varsity squad. Now Xin Zhao jumping in, but very low on HP. Forced to flash out immediately. And now it's just been such a difficult start to this one here for Xin Zhao. Cruise him out. Wishing he didn't face check that bush.
Definitely. I mean, the early game mistakes are going to cost you a lot more just because of the difference in numbers that you're missing from the rest of the game. And we're definitely seeing it here as Varsity is doing a great job of keeping that lead. Voidgrub's spawning in right now. Varsity looking to capitalize off of that. Brum going in right now. Trying to wall him off.
Lucky for him that death sentence landed on the minion. That could have been a dead Brom. A little far forward being by yourself in the lane. Only at level 3. Both these opposing members at level 5. Could do a heck of a lot of damage. So we're going to have to be careful.
Right.
Ooh, Tibbers coming in onto the Swain. Going to pop his ultimate as well. Should be fine. Just an ultimate trade there in the mid lane. Death sentence barely missing onto the Brom.
Okay. And he's doing great at putting fear in mid lane here.
You're doing a good job conserving the mana. Resetting, getting some mana back with the Q. Finishing off the minions. Good tip for the Annie players.
I feel like Annie just burns through mana so much.
She does. She doesn't have a big mana pool. Cho'Gath showing up, trying to get a grub. Aatrox will smite it away. And now jumping onto the Cho'Gath. Annie showing up as well to support the Varsity squad. Brom very low on HP. One death sentence could result in his demise. All 3 grubs going to be claimed by the Varsity squad. So things playing out nicely.
For sure. Couldn't quite get that hook that we were looking for.
Corki jumping into it. Rockets are out. Brom gonna die. Killing spree found by the Corki. And now Swain in trouble. Gonna get stunned up. Xin Zhao showing up. Not a lot of mana on the Annie, so can't quite cast an ability to support.
Gonna have to back up and try again later, it's looking like. Same cannot be said for top lane, though.
Trying to clear out this bot wave.
Sivir holding her own right now as Brum gets back to bot lane. One of them half HP. But unfortunately, the mana diff, the health diff. Brum's back, but again, the level diff, the hook as well. Couldn't quite capitalize off that what we wanted to.
I mean, so far, it's just been a very sound, clean play that we are seeing from the League of Hippos here, Fever. Bot lane has been well in control. Thresh getting tagged up a little bit. Corki a little bit lower on HP as well. Thresh will land the Q onto the Sivir, trying to flash out to safety. But the rocket will land. Barrier going to be expended. Brom will find the shutdown onto the Thresh.
Okay.
So, a little bit of a win back in favor of the JV squad.
They aren't done fighting yet. We put one
Tibbers,
up on the board.
Swain in trouble, and he's going to go down. Annie finding her first of the game.
Just as JV found their first, Annie gets another one.
Xin Zhao diving onto the Garen. A tanky combatant this Garen is. Will flash out to safety. So should be okay for the time being. You can see the gold lead just a little bit over 3,000 now and climbing for the Varsity squad. Playing through this early game very nicely, Fever.
I know, right? It's insane, especially with a 2v1 situation like top lane's in right now. He's still doing a great job of holding on, and the level gap is especially going to help. That Cloud Drake, even more so.
Was it going for the hook?
Nasty
Corki
hook.
recalls, though, so I'm not sure about Thresh taking that death sentence. Will be okay to just walk out of this one alive. Not going to be punished, but Corki on the recall. Could have been interesting had they known it was a 1v2.
Tables could have turned, but not the timeline that we're in right now as we kind of go back to this neutral position. Hooking a minion, don't think we want to do that one. We want the real meat. Sivir playing from far, though. Great zoning with her auto.
There's a very strong Corki on the brink of completing his first item.
Oh,
Aatrox ulting in. Sivir going to just channel the recall and stick to it. Best play to do. You just got to leave the Brom. It sucks leaving a teammate behind, but you would have died alongside him. Now looking to go aggressive onto the Annie. will flash out to safety, so she'll stay upright for the time being. Good push on the bot side, but so far, it feels like an Anaconda slowly squeezing the life out of the JV squad here, Fever.
It definitely
Varsity
seems
squad
that
is
way.
playing it nicely. This Corky's continuing to kind of snowball his way into being fed.
Absolutely. We're seeing a similar story unfold for the other lanes as well, but not nearly as much and not nearly as dominant. Corgi looking to take the Brum's life once more. Ooh, good ult. Wait a minute. Oh, not quite what we were looking for.
Yeah, it will be the varsity team double killing. I mean, they're just too far ahead at this point. This bot lane needs to cut their losses and avoid getting into these fights. They're not even fights. That team is so much further advantage, has a further advantage due to their items and their XP level right now. So, bot lane's just kind of fighting a losing battle. First turret will be claimed as well. So, varsity squad in a very good position to snowball this through the mid game.
Channeling back, going to Walmart, getting some new toys to play with.
You can see two big key items getting picked up there for the bot laners. Triforce completed for the Corki, and Locket of the Iron Solari also coming through for the Thresh.
Get the Void Grubs. What does that Locket do for us?
Locket provides like a shield to all your allies that are close by. It's usually like a 250-ish shield. It's
Okay.
like a 90-second cooldown, I think, something like that. So it's a
nice.
very good support item. So claiming all the grubs as well is going to make their siege so much more potent. Death Sentence doesn't quite land onto the Cho'Gath, but you'll see these towers are just going to get absolutely bombed from the
This is
pressure.
our second grub.
Second set of grubs, so they got all 6. So you're going to get the
Lord.
bonus 2 Void Grubs that spawn in once you auto-attack these towers as well. So this siege just became a whole lot more nasty from the side of League of Hippo.
Okay. Bot lane trying to take care of things, but mid lane looking dire. Trying to take a fight up top here. Putting him in the blender, though. Bicky's having a hard time right now.
Aatrox ulting into the bot lane. They're in trouble. Death Sentence going to land onto the Braum. There's no tower to protect them here. Trying to jump away to safety, but they're on the hunt. Finally, ultimate will be used, and that might save them. Aatrox looking for that EQ finale. But Xin Zhao's now on the flank. The Death Sentence
the hook!
will be the undoing as Braum will falter. But now Xin Zhao jumping into a 1v2. Sivir not quite helping him out. Xin Zhao might be biting off more than he can chew as Corki shows up to the party. Garen fighting in the top lane. I mean, it's a war everywhere we look. Will execute the Cho'Gath with the ultimate. And now it's 11-1 on the kill counter.
This Avalanche got a lot more deadly. Corgi looking to push bot lane even more so.
I mean, really solid play coming out from this varsity squad we're seeing here, Fever.
Right, for sure. Insane what the early game can do.
I mean, good
We
play.
wasted
Every
one
game starts
flash.
in the early game, right? That's kind of the
Right.
way you look at it. Every game starts in the early game, and depending on how many advantages you can kind of build up over the course of the early game, it can be enough to kind of snowball the entirety of a game of League of Legends. So you really have to be careful in terms of how you are playing the early game. You got to have specific goals, and you got to be playing together.
For sure.
And it really kind of got away from them due to the bot lane performance here in this game number 2 at least. Thresh and Corki did an absolutely remarkable job. Second Dragon coming into play now. Neutral objectives have been 100% in favor of the varsity squad as well. So across the board, team-wise, they are showing up and showing out here on Summoner's Rift.
Doing a fantastic job as well. There you go. There's that Ocean Drake that we were looking for. Being a lot more potent, even more so than we were already. Uh-oh.
Bot lane on the
Corgi's
run.
got some new food to
Only
play
thing
with.
they can do. Run away, not even trying to turn damage back right now, so they're just dead to rights. Beautiful dodge of the Braum ultimate, flashing away. Sivir getting a little bit of a move speed. Deciding to turn their target focus back onto Braum. Another
Sivir
death
trying to
sentence,
save
and that'll
him,
do it. Won't
but
matter.
the jaws of death have claimed him.
Corki now 6-0-2. An absolute menace here. And this is looking like the varsity's game to lose here, Fever.
Or you mean game to win?
Well, no, I mean, it's their game to lose. Like, they have it right now. You know what I mean? Like, it.
Oh, yeah.
They, as long as they continue doing what they're doing, this game will be done and dusted without a doubt. So it's kind of on them to make mistakes at this point in time for JV to even have a chance to get back into it.
Right.
Because they can't cut their losses. They're getting fought everywhere across the map. Everybody's being aggressive on the varsity team. They're kind of slowly suffocating them. Like I said, Zin's out trying to gank topside. Swain's showing up as well. Aatrox is close by, and it's not going to take long for Annie to get here. So they're on a time crunch to kill that Garen. Braum getting hooked in the bot lane. Pressure non-stop here. Swain ulting to run away. Annie showing up. Big Tibbers called in. Garen falling low on HP will get eaten up by the Cho'Gath. So first kill claimed by the JV squad. Xin Zhao going to get dragged back, but under turret safely now. Swain trying to trade back and forth. Aatrox falling low, but Annie will claim the kill, and it's 14-2 when all is said and done.
And we're not done yet. We're still ravaging through that bot lane right now, Skep. Doing a fantastic job of not being caught up by that tower. Braum trying to
hook. A flay as well, alive. And a dead Braum in the bot lane. And I mean, it's at what point are you just gonna back up when they're a duo and you're by yourself? You are so much liable to be like killed. Like,
right.
I don't know. Your life is. It's not safe standing as far up as some of these players have been standing. So a little bit of lack of respect for their counterpart, and they're kind of paying the punishment for it. You know what I mean?
They might not know now, but they definitely might learn after this game.
This Thresh has been on point with his hooks.
It's been very fun to watch.
Items coming in across the board here for most of our players. Everybody on the League of Hippos having that first item fully built and now working on their secondary items. First main items finally coming into play now for the side of the opposition. So you can kind of see the level of difference that we're looking at. About a 7k gold lead roughly. So the varsity team not really playing around. Rift Herald on the menu.
We're just eating up this Herald. Whole party's come to play. We're going to try to steal it, though, from JV. I don't think...
He can't even get in. There's no
I don't
window.
think Corey's going to have any of that.
Push him away. They claim the Herald. JV squad getting some turret damage down. May be able to claim this first bot lane tower, so not bad from them. Trying to cross map. 3-man grab from the Swain. Good stacks for him. Getting him some bonus HP.
What
Death sentence close. Cho'Gath looking for a little bit of a flank here in the mid position. And JV squad opting in for a potential fight here.
Right.
Ooh, and a DC from the Annie, though. Hold on a second.
I think we got ourselves a narrative here.
Untimely DC. Somebody unplugged the router in the other room.
Someone stepped on a cord, whatever have you. And
We're
we're
back.
back. We have revived from the dead.
Garen's
Annie
getting a
looking
lot
to
of
cause
really
the
good
carnage.
split push down. They're going to be forced to teleport over here to him. Cho'Gath immediately trying to run him down. Get some damage down. Swain showing up to the party. So now it's a 2-on-1. Garen flashing out immediately. Follow flash ×2 from both of these JV players.
Okay.
They do not want to let Garen get away by any means. He might just do so, though. Almost out. Dodges the rupture. Dodges the grab, and that shall do it. Garen gets away with his life. Both
Crazy.
flashes, ultimates used. I mean, somehow standing on his own, too. There it is. Otacon. That's the new neutral monster. Otacon.
Sounds like a Transformers thing.
I don't
The
know. Yeah,
Otacon.
it's a Decepticon for sure.
Yeah.
Starscream. All right. Well, they're on it.
And it's
Varsity
gone.
squad all over it. No, we still got about half HP.
Yeah,
It's not that light. It's a little bit difficult to kill. It does a good amount of damage.
Okay.
And he has
With
Tibbers.
Varsity-
Oh, no, she does not.
Yeah, with Varsity
Good grab from
distracted,
Swain.
JV's looking to make it. Annie losing her
Annie
life.
goes down. Sivir's going to go down as well, burning the flash and the barrier. and still goes down. So that's got to
Unfortunate.
sting. Varsity Squad was looking at Dragon, but they drop it.
They're mad at Brum. They want revenge. They want him to understand what he just did.
Okay, there's different versions of Otacon. I forgot to let you know. So they all look like they have GA right now. Like 1 GA free from the Otacon buff. So I think there's 3 different versions of it that can spawn in. Okay. So it looks like this one's buff gives you a free like revival when you die, so it doesn't actually count. It's pretty OP.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that seems rather strong. Then again, it's hard to kill, so like maybe it's balanced that way.
16-3, man. Gold lead's been cut down a little bit, but it still rests around 5-ish K, so a hefty gold lead nonetheless.
A hefty price to pay, nonetheless. As Brum once again goes back to the mines, starts working on bot lane here. Sivir close behind.
Varsity Baron should be spawning in here in under 4-ish minutes or so. Varsity Squad in a very good position, though. A few team fights away from potentially closing this thing out.
He's got to take mid lane. You could technically skip it if we wanted to.
Swain ultimate. Xin Zhao engaging onto the Corki, but gets out. Cho'Gath has a nice flank here onto the back line.
Okay.
Neither frontliner here to help out, so a really bad fight here for the varsity team to endure.
Yeah, Annie's running back. That's why you're seeing this.
Nice death sentence on to the Cho'Gath. Aatrox jumping in with the ultimate proc. Annie looking for a stun, finds one onto Braum.
Braum taking the team.
Left to die, trying to get out. Will W to safety, it seems this time. Garen's on the inhibitor turret on top side. Rift Herald getting spawned in mid lane. So now the gates are being broken open. This tower's dead to rights. Garen takes out the top inhibitor tower. And Garen's looking for more. Now into a 1v3. Never going to back down from a fight. The Demacian Warrior will take down the first. Will finally go down. But he gets to go back to Fountain with that OP buff from Otacon. So when you die, yeah, the first death, you go back to Fountain too. So like you don't spawn back in danger.
Yeah, I thought you'd spawn back in danger.
I thought the same thing. Doesn't work like a normal Guardian Angel though. It's more OP than that.
Crazy.
So fighting it out. Aatrox healing up nicely. Xin Zhao very low. Running for the hills, but it's not going to matter. The varsity team is 2 fed. Corki 8-0-3. 2 items complete. Upgraded boots. I mean, this is looking like a game that the varsity team has in the bag, Fever.
I mean, nearly a 10k gold lead. We got 16 kills up on JV right now. We just need one more good push, one more strong push to be able to close out this game.
And with that Baron buff just over a minute away from spawning in, varsity team is surely going to be setting their crosshairs on said target. And with that Baron buff, I'm assuming we're going to be reaching the end of the game.
I mean,
almost
for sure.
undoubtedly.
We're not taking this 1v3.
It's a 1v4. Swain sneaking in through top side as well.
Correct. We're going to try to do something here.
I mean, you got to sway the odds into your favor. I don't mind this call, but right now Xin Zhao's not getting the help he needs. He's going to be dead by the time anybody even shows up.
He just got put in the blender. Sivir.
And Sivir's already running away. Like, we're just letting our Xin Zhao die.
Sivir trying to watch.
Swain's getting chased down now by 3 players on the varsity side. So it's all gone awry.
It's got caught in the ambush.
Yeah, they thought they had the inside track, and now Swain is in a world of hurt.
Missing the hook, though.
Super
Hippo. It does not matter.
He's getting good damage onto the Annie, but it's not going to matter. Tivers comes in, stuns him up. Swain is dead to rights. Aatrox trying to push in that mid lane. And now the entirety of the varsity squad making their push through the bot lane. Send Tivers in to tank that tower. Xin Zhao trying to flank through the back lines. Good ultimate, but it's not going to matter. The backup just isn't quite there on time. The engages. The communication is a little bit off.
For sure. Brum checking to use ult. Didn't really amount to much. Annie
Cho'Gath
could die
looking for
here,
Annie.
low-key.
Cho'Gath flashes
Ooh,
on
using
her.
flash. Okay. We want the
Annie
Annie.
walks
We get
back
the
into
Annie.
it. Will get munched. Cho'Gath now into the blender, and he's going to go down as well. The teleport in from Swain. Sivir flashing out. Aatrox is in no man's land. He's hanging out by Baron, waiting on his team. Swain will grab one. Garen out trying to chase him down. Swain again in a very bad spot. By himself. No one around. Silenced. Hooked. Deceased.
An amazing job from Varsity to be able to keep going and going and going.
Dragon Soul on the cards here. About to be claimed by the Varsity team. League of Hippos dismantling their counterpart here in game number 2. And doing it in a not too risky of a fashion, right? They haven't done anything that I've considered to be like a throw or anything that I've been like question marks, like what are we doing? It's been a very smooth game of League of Legends. Not taking any unnecessary risks. And yeah, I mean, they're just looking to close out cleanly.
That's what we like to see. Sivir just staring at the broken tower. Looking at the decisions being made. And going, oh no. No, we're just channeling. I'm trolling. I believe we're gearing up for one final push, it's looking like here. These are blending up mid lane here.
Trying to push in that mid lane. Xin Zhao's running for the hills. I mean, they could just do Baron and end the game. Corky's pinging it right now. We're missing a few players, but we're going to start it up nonetheless.
Now that you say it, I think that's a better idea, dare I say.
This is usually the closer to games, man. It empowers all your minions, makes your siege a lot more kind of horrifying to play against, and usually means the end of games, especially when you have a lead as big as the Varsity team does right now. Xin Zhao looking for a fight, walks into more than he was hoping for. The World Ender pop for Aatrox, and they're jumping into the fray. Swain trying to get out, but it's not going to matter. 2 players down already. The reset on the ultimate for Aatrox. Everybody left on the run, and this is looking like game, set, and match here, Fever.
Yes, it does, Scab. Brum looking to run away. Tail between his legs.
Garen going to do big damage onto this Cho'Gath. This is not a 1v1 you ever win, my friend. A 3-level advantage. An IE on this Garen. He is looking for blood. And an ultimate to punish. And now we're looking at the end. The siege is nigh. Sivir, hooked, deceased. Braum, Xin Zhao trying to hold the lines, but it's not going to matter. First Nexus turret will fall. Thresh will finally hit the deck, but at what cost? The cost of the Nexus. It's a clean 2-0, and it's League of Hippos finding their first win of the North Dakota League of Legends season.
Very nice job from the League of Hippos. I thought it was called League of Legends, but it seems like these Hippos are legends. Being able to close it out in a 2-0 fashion. A very nice job from them. But, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is going to be it for the Wednesday night broadcast from me and Skep. Thank you all so much for watching. We've had a wonderful time casting this in-house of West Fargo. Thank you to both of the teams for coming out to play. It was really fun watching both teams play, and seeing the team synergy there was a treat. I cannot wait to look forward to see what we have in the future, but that'll be it from me and Skepter for this Wednesday night broadcast. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.